G'day everyone. It is Thursday, the 6th of August 2026. What a day yesterday. Oh my goodness. Been expecting something like this for many weeks now, and finally on Wednesday of an NFP week of the first trading week of August, you get a 4% move up on gold, 2000, nearly 2000 ticks. What a day. We'll break it down as best as we can and look forward to seeing what might happen today. So we can see ever since June 24th, price has just traded in this very defined range. If you miss, I didn't get any of this up move. I got some of the early Asian session sell, which is sort of what I've been looking for the whole time. Yep, I didn't expect this to move like this that day. If people did, just get them to show you their broker statements that they actually took the trades before you start believing everything you hear on the internet. Um, so we had all this liquidity here, which is very well defined. I mean, I didn't really even need to draw in this many lines. We had the July high up here. July was an inside month of June, and it just came up and driven through this. You see this on 5-minute time frames, hourly time frames. Now seeing this on a daily time frame. Yeah, it's got a lot of conviction to it, this move, and it remains to be seen what follows on from here. Um, Sort of the news behind why something sort of moved like this. The big one, and it has been for a long time now, is the Hormuz Strait, the US-Iran war. Um, Trump's really now coming out and saying, there's an ultimatum. We're either going to make a peace deal or he's going to start World War III with Iran. He's been saying it for a long time. It's been on and off, and I'm sure Trump and those close to him are making a huge amount of money from all of their insider information, but that's just speculation. I don't have that information in front of me. But anyway, he's saying there's been very good discussions. US, Iran, and Oman are nearing an interim deal to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. So when that happens, naturally the world starts moving again in terms of oil flows and flows of goods. That brings down price, and that is anti-inflationary, which then brings down, if we look at the US 10-year yield, which is like a barometer, because if you hold gold, you're not getting your interest payments than you can if you park it, say, in a US government bond. And we can see bonds of the interest rates have been rising over the course of this year, and that puts a lot of pressure on gold. But when we have inflation starting to drop, means that US interest rates might not increase, because it's all about now, it's about the September meeting and if they're going to raise interest rates. And it looks like if the Straits of Hormuz open, if a peace deal is negotiated, which is a wonderful thing for all these poor human beings living over in that part of the world, that means that interest rates will either stay on hold or start to drop a little, and so the US government bond yield will start to drop. Another one good look to is obviously the dollar, and we're now below that sort of very psychological 100 level, and we've sort of come up, looked at it on Monday and rejected it Tuesday, and now we're further down Wednesday. Obviously not such a huge move as what gold did, but gold's looking at that, and we're seeing 100 as a resistance level now, and because gold is predominantly priced in US dollars, if the dollar is dropping, then the price of gold will be rising. Any other information here I need to look at? So all these capital inflows into gold, like I've been talking about with central banks buying up gold around that 4,000 level, they have a very good indication of what's going on in the world and what's coming up in the future. They're always forward looking, and it looks as though they have been accumulating and not distributing. They've been accumulating positions above that 4,000 level, and I've talked about this. And some of that proof might be coming out yesterday. So we know that gold traded inside June's range, and now we have the potential, if this is a real move, it's not going to move straight up, it could do, um, to the June high, which is way up at 4,000, around that 4,500 psychological level. Intra Gee, you cry on days like these when you miss them, but if you tried to catch these types of days, and if you did catch a little bit of it, yeah, no, kudos to you. I got just a little sell, which was that sort of little bit of a dump before this huge pump that went on, and we can see a couple of my long entries missed by 10, 20 ticks, and on a 2,000 tick day move, that's nothing. So that stings a little, but that's trading, and you have to sort of wear those painful ones as well and try and shake that off and go into the next day fresh and looking for new opportunities, which is what we'll do today. So we'll set everything up as we always do. We'll draw in our volume profile zone from the New York gold pit is right up at the high of the day. The point of control is right up there as well. So are they holding on to positions and accumulating more positions up there to go higher? We're already above the upper value upper value level. We're stuck in the middle of the zone right at the point of control, but a long from the upper value level, if they do what they did yesterday, drop it down a little bit to try and at least go to the value area high or yesterday's high, that would be quite a nice trade. But at the moment, we're at the point of control, sitting right at the middle there. So we'll just wait and see. I wouldn't mind seeing the July 2026 high tested. And if that is where a place where buyers would like to come in, because we can see this like little false break and then the real move just before midnight my time, we can see real volume coming in above that, and they could come down and test it. We'll see what happens.